Today we're very glad to be chatting with Chelsea Ricketts. How's it going?
Hi, great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about your movie Crooked Arrows. What's it about?
Crooked Arrows is awesome. I mean, if I could compare it to something, I would say it's similar to like Mighty Ducks. It's about like an underdog lacrosse team coming up and defeating the odds, and it also has the Native American aspect. So it's about breaking tradition yet sticking true to who you are, and it's really cool. And it's like a good film because it's for truly all ages. Like, I don't mean that in a cheesy way. I mean literally, you can see this with anyone, and it'll be enjoyable for everybody.
Oh, well, that's exciting to hear. And then tell us, since the movie is based on like lacrosse and sports, do you play lacrosse yourself?
I do now.
You do now?
I didn't play until I was cast in the movie. They sent me up to Boston, which is where we filmed, 2 weeks early to train me. So it was hard, but it was so fun. I love it. Like, I play now. They gave me like my lacrosse stick, and I'll go play with some buddies.
Wow, that's neat. You learned something new, and you got to act, and yeah.
Yeah, it's really active and fun. It's a fun sport. I like it a lot.
That's neat. And then tell us a little bit about the cast, how it was working with them, and then you worked with Brandon Routh as well. How was it working with him?
Yes, yeah, Brandon's awesome. Brandon, he's so, like, sweet, and he's really intelligent, and, like, it was really fun being around him. It's always cool to see somebody like that be so sweet and adorable, because he's ridiculously good-looking. And I play his sister, too, so I was like, focus. Brothers. No, he's great. And then the whole cast was a men's lacrosse team. So literally, with the exception of like one other woman, I was the only girl in this cast. So I was surrounded by a bunch of 18 to 22-year-old boys. It was fun, and they were so sweet and respectful, and like I became like their sister, like all of them. Like, we became best friends. I still talk to them every day, and they all live up in like Syracuse, like upstate New York. So it was cool. It was really fun. And the boys weren't actors prior to the film, with the exception of one.
Oh, really?
One was an actor. He lives out here in LA, but all of the other boys were just lacrosse players. And it was so funny because in training I was like, they were like picking on me, and I'm like, just wait till we get on set and you're in my world. It's going to be so scary. But no, they were awesome.
Well, that's awesome to hear.
Exactly.
And then tell us, when does the movie come out?
I know it has, it's released in limited theaters May 18th, and then I think it hits all theaters like June 1st or something. I'm not really sure about that date. I just know May 18th in select theaters.
Okay, awesome. And then do you have any other projects in the works as well?
I do. I have another film called Chasing Shakespeare, which is supposed to be out around September, I believe. And then I have a recurring role on the AMC show The Killing, which I'm really excited about, because that's definitely a role that nobody's ever seen me in before. I can't really say anything about that one, though, because it's like a confidentiality thing. But it's on Sundays on AMC, The Killing.
Okay.
And then I just found out I just got cast in a new guest star recurring role on The Secret Life of the American Teenager on ABC Family.
Congratulations on that. That's exciting.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I start Monday. And it's a really fun character, so I'm really pumped.
Wow, looking forward to that. Everybody loves that show as well.
I know. Like, what a cool show.
Exactly.
Literally, everybody loves that show, so I'm really excited to be a part of that one.
Wow, so tell us, when you audition, do you look for a specific role, or kind of just tell us about your auditioning? Yeah,
sure. I mean, my manager or my agent will send me the auditions, and it just kind of depends on what I respond to. There's certain projects where I'm like, this is so something that I am interested in or that I see myself doing. And there's others where it's like, yeah, it's not really something up my alley. But once, like, I've been with my team for so long that they know me so well. They know what projects that I'm going to like and what ones I don't. So, yeah.
Well,
for the most part, I like everything sent my way.
Okay, I was going to say, do you like comedies more so, dramas, or...
That's hard, because I really, truly love doing comedy and drama.
You do.
I started out, when I moved out to LA, I thought for sure I was going to mostly book dramas, just because I always thought that's what I was good at. And I booked comedy at the start more than anything. I was like, oh, cool, this is fun. Like, nice change of emotions. But, I truly like them both. I don't have, like, a preference of one over the other. It's nice to switch it up.
Well, that's good. Yeah, best of both worlds, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
exactly. Go from The Killing, which is like super dramatic and intense, to Secret Life, which is more, my character at least, is more lighthearted and fun.
good. Yes, absolutely. And then tell us, a lot of people actually recognize you from Big Time Rush. Tell us your experience working on the show.
As anybody that asked me, I had so much fun on that show. I am friends with the boys, too. I was friends with Logan before. He's from Texas, so I've known him for a while now. But yeah, I just had a blast. That is the most fun set ever. Like, they're just goofy constantly. I mean, they're very professional, but like, it was just a really good experience and really fun to be a part of it.
Wow, that's awesome. Very neat. Yeah, I'm sure, do you get a lot of tweets on Twitter, like talking about Big Time Rush and stuff like that, or do you get recognized?
Oh yeah. I mean, when the episode first came out, I got recognized by a lot more kids than I thought, because I only did one episode. You know, it was like just a nice like guest star, but it was a big episode. It was their release of their song "Boyfriend," so it was like a big one. But yeah, the kids, man, they're like big fans. It was really fun for me. But yeah, I forgot what else I was going to say.
Well, would you like to see yourself on there again? Would you like to go back on?
I would love to go back. Yeah, it's definitely a possibility.
That's great.
Yeah. So
we would love to see that happen.
Ah, me too. It was so fun.
Wow. And then go ahead and tell us also, you were also on Zeke and Luther and 10 Things I Hate About You. Tell us a little bit about those shows.
Yeah, Zeke and Luther was fun. That was like just a quick one episode too. Yeah, that was really fun. I forgot about that one. That one had like a stunt and everything. Yeah, that was cool. And then 10 Things I Hate About You, I got to play the mean girl, which I was like, I don't find myself to be mean, so I'm like, why am I booking all these, like, mean girl roles? Like, this is awesome. I think it takes, like, a nice girl to understand the comedy in a mean girl, though.
Yes.
Because a mean girl's just mean, but, like, a sweet person gets that it's funny. Like, she's just really insecure, you know?
Absolutely. So, well, it puts your acting to the test, right? It really challenges you not being mean, so.
Yeah, right? Well, that's what they say. Like, one of my favorite actresses is Rachel Mcadams, and she played Regina George in Mean Girls. Right. But, like, everybody, like, from what I've, like, heard and read, she's, like, supposed to be, like, one of the sweetest girls in the world. And she played the best mean girl I've ever seen.
Yes.
So,
did you pick up some of your inspiration when acting from her? Like,
totally. Yeah, I loved watching that. I loved her in that movie. She definitely is where I got some of my inspiration. That's for sure.
Oh, that's awesome. Name us also some other actors as well. Anybody else that inspires you? Some of your favorites?
Sure. I mean, I have the ones that, I mean, I feel like everybody says. Rachel Mcadams is my favorite because I like her career. I think she's so talented, and she can play so many different roles. Like, there's nothing I've seen her in where I was like, she didn't really fit that. She pulls everything she does off, and she's so classy to me.
Did you see her in the Vow recently? Did you see that?
I didn't see the Vow. That's the only thing I haven't seen. I had friends of mine, my roommate saw it, and she loved it.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, but I haven't gotten to watch that one yet. That one's with Channing Tatum and her?
Yes.
Yeah. I wanted to see that.
Yeah.
But I love, like, obviously Meryl Streep, but who doesn't love Meryl Streep?
Exactly.
And then I totally am obsessed with Johnny Depp. Like, Pirates of the Caribbean all the way.
Yes.
Like, I just love it.
He's so talented, though. I mean, like, I wouldn't pick anybody else.
He is. It's, like, ridiculous. He can do everything. All his Tim Burton films, oh my gosh. I love them.
Very talented. Good choices. Yeah. Good. I agree with you for all of them. Those are good.
Good. Nothing to review about.
And then also tell us, do you have a dream role, anything in particular you would like to act on? Like a favorite show of yours, anything?
My favorite shows, I love Dexter.
Oh, Dexter.
Everybody loves Dexter, but I just think it's so cool. Yeah, I mean, that's probably... I got into American Horror Story. I know it's a lot darker, but I really like those shows. And then as far as film goes, like, my dream role, this sounds weird, but Chasing Shakespeare, like, if I could have written a film where it was, like, every aspect that I love, that character to me was my dream part.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, I read it at 1 in the morning in my trailer on set of Crooked Arrows, and I called my manager the next morning. I'm like, I'm obsessed. Like, I have to do this. I put myself on tape that night in my trailer at like 2 a.m. Like, you couldn't even see my face. It was like the worst tape I've ever done, but I was so passionate about the movie that I guess it read in my horrible quality tape to audition. So,
well, that's great. You found like a perfect role for you.
yeah, truly, like it truly was. It was beautiful writing. So,
well, that's awesome. Very cool. And then also tell us, you were in the cruising experience that you got to do one of those cruise short films. Tell us about that.
Yes. That was so much fun. Like, I got the audition for that. I was like, this is awesome. I get paid to go on a cruise.
Exactly.
Heck yes. Like, oh my gosh. And my family, that's kind of our thing, is cruising. So I was able to take my dad, too. So it was just, like, the best experience. And Dean Cain and James Brolin and, you know, all these insanely cool people. The women on that cruise ship attacked those men. Like, they were all about it. Like, I'm sitting here just, like, watching them get mauled by all these women in love with Dean Cain and Jim Brolin. It was very cool. That was probably one of the best experiences I've had in the business.
I was going to say, you know, I mean, that's like so neat.
It was so cool. Like, yeah, I could just like go on the flow rider and like surf and like, oh my gosh, it was just the best time I've ever had.
Wow, that's really neat. And you have you been on that boat before, any of the Royal Caribbean boats?
Not that one. I had been on quite a few other Royal Caribbean cruises. I went on Rhapsody of the Seas. Can't remember the other one's name, but that was my first time on Allure of the Seas.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Very neat.
And that ship is so cool.
Is it?
Like, I've got to go back and, like, take my sisters and my brother and my mom this time. Like, we got to get the whole crew together because only me and my dad got to go. It was so fun.
Well, that's neat. Yeah, we love all the activities on board. If they have, like, ice skating or rock climbing, all of those, that's so neat.
And the zip line.
Yes.
Like, what the heck? A zip line on a cruise ship? So cool.
That's so neat. Love it.
Yeah.
And then also go ahead and tell us about your Twitter, which is at Chelsea Ricketts. How do you like using it?
I love it. You know, I was like, for the longest time, I'm like, I'm not going to get a Twitter. Like, I don't, you know, I didn't even know what it was, to be honest. Like, I just knew I had heard people say, oh, I'm tweeting. I'm like, what's tweeting? But now that I get on it, I love it. I think it's so cool, like, having a way to, like, hear feedback and get to, like, talk to fans. And I just think it's really cool. And I just got on Instagram, too, which I think's fun.
Oh, you did? Great. What's your Instagram account so everyone knows?
It's Chelsea_Ricketts.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's really cool. I've had so much fun with that. I'm like, gosh, what else can I take a picture of so I can, like, post another photo?
Exactly.
Yeah, so I've had fun with it. I'm still new to Twitter, but I like it. It's.
Tell us, do you have a favorite tweet that you've tweeted or someone's tweeted to you or something like that?
Gosh. I mean, I get some pretty cool tweets that make me feel really good, but that's what I'm like. My sisters are like, what are you tweeting? Because mostly I just tweet pictures of my dog. I'm like, that's my life. Like, it's not that, I'm very simple. Like, I love my puppy and my family, and then I'll tweet any acting jobs I have coming up or stuff to watch out for. Tweet stuff. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. And then do you have a favorite person you like following on Twitter in particular? Anyone?
I follow... Gosh, I just started following... I've been following Will Smith, and I love his tweets, but apparently that's not him.
Exactly.
Somebody just told me that, and I'm all about it. I was like, wow, these are so, like, inspirational, like, these things he tweets, and it's not even him.
I know, and he has so many followers as well. That's the crazy part.
I know. That's why I assumed it was him, because there's, like, over, like, what, 1 million-something followers or more. Yeah, so I don't know. I need to follow more people. Right now, only people that I'm following are, like, people that I know, just friends of... I gotta venture out, though.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you spend time on Twitter, you can spend hours on there, you know what I mean? Following and doing, and you could spend all day.
Looking at everything. I know. That's how I feel about Instagram, too, now.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
I, like, refresh that, like, popular page. I'm like, oh, these pictures are so cool. And, like, there's, like, pictures of these cool, like, hairstyles. I'm like, gosh, I need to screenshot all this and try it.
Yeah, well, they're so inspirational. I know. You get so many cool ideas.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you say to yourself, though, can I outbeat some of these? I mean, these are so good.
Oh, I'm like, there's no way. I thought I was a creative person, but geez. No way. I don't compare. These people are so cool.
Well, everyone needs to make sure to follow you on there, so.
Yes, please. Just started, so I don't have very many.
And then go ahead and tell us something we may not know about you.
Oh, gosh. I'm a super nerd. Like, I have an obsession with sharks, and I have an obsession with Harry Potter.
Uh-huh.
I have a cloak and the wand, and I am a wizard.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Were you one of the people first in line to see the movie?
I was definitely at the midnight showings, dressed up, in character, ready to go. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Have you been to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter?
It's my dream. In Orlando?
Yes.
Yeah. No, my father is also obsessed with Harry Potter, and that's what we were saying. We were like, we have to go this summer. Because he lives in Texas, so, like, we have to, like, make a point to meet up and go. Well, yeah. But I heard they're getting one in L.A.
Yes, I heard that too. I did.
2015.
Uh-huh. So that is true. They are building one for sure. It's a rumor. Or...
Yeah. No, okay. It's true. I mean, yeah. I don't know where I would have gotten 2015 from. Yeah, I looked it up a while ago.
Okay. Well, that's good to your convenience right there. You can go. I mean, 3 years to go, but...
Definitely have a season pass to that one.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's cool. And then tell us, are you a fan of the Hunger Games? Did you see that? Are you a fan of that?
I am. I was a really big fan of all the books.
Mm-hmm.
I've read all the books, and I love them. I've seen the movie twice.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I thought it was cool.
Uh-huh. Is the movie like the book?
It was. I mean, they definitely changed a couple things, but, I mean, they have to, you know. It's hard to fit everything into a movie because that book was, like, action-packed. Mm-hmm. But I thought they did a really good job. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was cool.
That's good to hear. And then go ahead and tell us, do you have a prized possession or something you can't live without?
Ooh. Well, no, I didn't think so. But I had this big, dramatic ordeal today because I flew in, like, I got in really late last night from Texas. I was at home visiting my family. I left my wallet in, like, the backseat pocket thing. Uh-huh. I lost it. I was, like, hysterical. I was like, oh, my gosh, like, I don't want to have to deal with this. And, like, replacing all my cards. So I wouldn't say I have, like, no, there's not, like, something that's like a physical thing that I can't live without. No. There's people, maybe, but not a thing.
Oh, people.
But I am attached to this cell phone.
Yes.
And my wallet. Yeah, those are kind of my two things.
I know. Oh my gosh, and your doggy too, prized possession?
Oh my gosh, he's my child. Yes, his name is Beans.
Oh, did he come with you to Texas or stay or?
He did. He goes everywhere. He is a great traveler. I'm lucky.
That's adorable.
He just goes up in his kennel and just sleeps the whole time. It's so cute.
Aw, well, good choice. And then go ahead and tell us your favorite fast food restaurant.
Oh, you nailed it. That's all I eat. Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, KFC. I can't pick one.
Oh, you have a few. Good ones.
I have a few. Taco Bell, KFC, Chick-fil-A. Those are probably my top three. Yeah.
Good. And
Sonic.
Oh, Sonic.
They don't have them here, at least not any that are around where I live. But in Texas, like in high school, like after high school's over, you go get your cherry limeade.
Exactly. Now you got to tell us one of our favorites, Whataburger. Texas.
Oh, I love Whataburger.
Okay, good. You like it too.
Me some Whataburger. Yeah.
That's the best.
Good.
Good. They need to distribute like more restaurants out and about. You know what I mean?
I know, they really do. There's, right, like, where I grew up, there was Taco Bell, Sonic, Whataburger.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, 3 in a row. I didn't even realize till I was, like, 16 that it was Whataburger. I always thought it was Waterburger.
Whataburger, uh-huh.
I don't know why. I was like, that's weird. It's not. It's Whataburger.
It's Whataburger. Yep. Good choices, though. Good choices.
Yes.
And then go ahead and tell us also your favorite TV shows you told us, and then you have a Facebook and a website as well we can check out, or?
I have like a fan Facebook, and then I have my own personal Facebook, but I don't have like my own website or anything yet.
Okay. Alrighty, and then everyone can make sure to follow you on Twitter as well.
Yeah, Twitter for sure. If you want to be in contact with me, the best way would be Twitter. Mm-hmm. I check my Twitter like all the time.